What's up, peeps? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today is the 16th of December, Tuesday, and today we're looking at the price action on NQ or NAS 100. It's a bit late. It's after a couple minutes to 1 right now where I'm recording this video, but now I'm just getting around to doing so. So let's get right into today's video. So no trades for me today, no trades whatsoever. Didn't get to take any trades today, and going right into the price action, starting with the daily time frame. So today we sold off, went all the way down, then we came back up and closed within the range. This possibly could be enough of a liquidity grab. We don't have any lows here. This could be a protected low. We don't have any imbalance in here. We could have used this weak test as enough liquidity to send us back higher now, or at least to give us a little bit of a bounce, because this market is still in an uptrend on the weekly time frame. The monthly flip bearish, and the second month here is bearish also. So this is still an inside month, and we took out the previous weekly low here, as you can see. So currently we traded below the previous weekly low. Let me highlight that. So the previous low of the week was here. We took that out and came all the way down here today. And the monthly high is all the way up here. The monthly low is all the way down here. We haven't taken any of those levels as yet. So going now to the 4-hour time frame.
This is a reminder. London macro 150 to 210.
So going now to the 4-hour time
This is a
frame,
reminder. London
we
macro
possibly
150 to
have
210.
completed this market maker sell model, unless we are going to come down and take out this low down here, all the way down here. That could be an option, but let us see if that is what actually happens. The slowdown here could be tested, but currently we're holding at equilibrium, which is this box here. So this entire range coming up, coming back down to here, we resting right at 50% of that range. So this could be a nice decent area for us to get a bounce and carry us back to the highs. All-time high isn't that far away, it's just up here. So that could be an option. We could get up there in no time. So currently the daily candle did this. As I said, we came down, so we opened right here, sold down in the Asian, came back up during London, and New York kind of just chopped around for the entirety of the day. Now looking now at the 15 minutes, you can see it's still seek and destroy conditions. Let me show you. So that's the 15-minute time frame. That's the 15-minute time frame, and this is the price action. So from, let me show you, zoom in too much. So where the market opened, this template needs to be cleaned up again, but where the market opened, let me do a little bit of a tweak here. Yeah, man, so getting right back into it. So this is where we opened the market on Monday night. So coming into Monday night, we open right here, created this gap, that we went up to test today and we couldn't get above. So open at that gap there. Was it that gap? No, this was Monday's price action. So we actually opened right here. This is a new week opening gap. So sorry about that. So we opened right here yesterday for this gap right here. So open for the PM session and immediately we open with a gap up and we just sold off, selling off during the Asian going into late Asia, going into London, New York, midnight open here. We still was selling off. Then we ran these lows, did a bit of a liquidity sweep, kept inducing the lows. So we took this liquidity, took it again here before we finally decided to break back up to the upside. Went above the midnight open and then we started to form some bullish price action to bring us higher. So came up, retested, could use this level as a breaker here on the 15 minute, and then we just went up like that. So this would have been during London, during the London session. I'm sure this reversal is inside of a macro. We went all the way up, and as soon as New York opened over here, we started this choppy price action. I think there were some economic releases, and we did all of this chop around, came up, and we ended the day right here. So we traded back up into the new week opening gap late in the PM session before closing the day. Now let me take you guys to trading view to look at the opportunities that presented themselves during today's session. Now, I went to bed pretty late last night. I didn't take any trades still. When I came in from work, all of this had already happened. I think we were right around here. So we were selling off, sold all the way down, came back up and did all of this. Now this looks like a nice market maker buy model. And this is where I was just showing you on the 15 minute where we took the liquidity, induced these lows, run it here, induce this low again, run it here, came down, and we started to form some type of reversal inside this macro. Now we got a good buy opportunity using this breaker block, and right where we have what you would call a change in the state of delivery. So that is when we were having this sell off. So the market was selling here, we came back up, close above this down move, and this form a breaker block here. We tested it, and then that what sent us higher. And if you notice, the time that this came in is right inside the macro at this would have been a London open, well, not London open, but London silver bullet. We could have gotten an entry inside here. So that was one such entry here. We had another one here inside this macro. Came back down, used this as an order block. We could have gotten an entry in this candle. Consolidated, move sideways, another entry right here. Came back down, used all of this level as clear this. Use all of this level as a breaker. We came back down here and we had a nice little push here again before we kind of just trickled back down to the downside. That trickle down brought us back into this bullish price action. So all of this can be used as an order block, and that's when we got a nice push to form the low of the late London session going into New York. So this macro gave us a nice little sell. I think I saw this when I woke up. I saw it pushing up. This was another nice opportunity outside of the macro, but it was a nice scalp. So this was a bit of a consolidation when I was getting ready to leave out for work, and we had this push again during this macro. Didn't bring us too high before we came back down using this same level as an order block. So during this macro, this would have been around 8 a.m. This macro gave us a nice little sell-off, or you could wait until the end of it to catch this buy. I think this was when we had some type of economic release. So we went all the way up there, came back down, ran this low, which should have been like just perfect liquidity. So when we took out that low, we came into this order block here. That's what we tested before we ran higher. And there was when the chop, seek and destroy pattern formed. Now, usually we have some nice trending markets, but it's December price action, and I think because of the economic releases that we had. So during the 10 a.m. silver bullet AM, New York AM silver bullet, the 10 a.m. 4-hour candle opened right here because we had all of this chop and flashing from the liquidity injection at the 9:30 open. Then we had this session, this macro, that we got this sell off in. So this would have been a beautiful scalp sell coming down here. If you know how to read the price action and trade ranges, then you could have capitalized on that. We had another one here inside this macro, and we just kept on chopping around. Now, using all the macros, you still could have capitalized on some opportunities. This was also another sell from this order block. So this macro gave us a sell as well. So we have two macros overlapping here, and we got sell opportunities inside here. This one, no real feasible, no real feasible opportunity here. And this was right after lunch, the late lunch, going into the PM session. So we just ran to the upside right there, came back down again, and this macro during the PM silver bullet gave us another buy. So using this fair value gap, we could have caught a buy here to send us higher, and we just ran for the PM session. So the PM session actually gave us a better trading trend than the AM session. So the PM, we had this buy right here for the PM silver bullet. This is around 215 thereabout, and then we had this other option to catch it from the middle of this range to send us higher, and you could have pretty much called it a day there. Well, that's the end of the day because this is 4 p.m. So that is the price action on NAS 100 today. And if I go back to I'm not going to go over all of them, but on the higher time frame for ES is pretty much the same thing. And US 30, it's being dragged down as well, so pretty much the same thing. And gold, we're pretty much back at all-time highs. So gold trending, we broke out of this consolidation here, the sideways movement, and see we're heading back for the all-time high here. So that is it for this video, guys. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.